Hey, Sherry. Hey, Colette. How you guys doing? Yeah, Sherry, I'm giving it a few minutes because, like I said in the last live stream, I'm trying to get the people that couldn't get one last time. If they come in here, I told them to keep the post notifications on, but I mean, I have Valentina Fernandez was one. Carol Souza. There was a Brian, Lola, Kiki, Gemini Baby, or something like that. So if I have more people on this list as well. So if they don't speak up or come in, then it would be Sherry and it'll be Colette. I'm just trying to give it a couple more minutes so I can. Hey, everybody. If you were on the last live stream and you did not get a reading, but you wanted one, please comment. We want to try to get you guys first. Now, I was supposed to do this yesterday. You're welcome. I was supposed to do this yesterday. I was so tired, y'all. I was so tired. I went to sleep late that night. But I got plenty of rest today. Okay. Let me go back through this list. Okay, so I said Valentina, Carol, Brian, Lola, Kiki. I have somebody named Nave, I think, N-A-V, V as in Victor. Coco Beauty 09, Victoria Lee, Ashley Vasquez, Savannah Overton. Okay. Who is that? Who's dreaming about me? What is that? Who is that? Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so since nobody responded and said that they were from the last live stream, then Sherry, I got you, girl. Is there anything in particular? You just want a general? I hope you guys can hear me because I tried to live stream like a couple of times and it kept messing up. So you want to love reading. Okay. Holy Spirit. Okay. Holy Spirit. You're not going through some type of heartbreak right now, Sherry, are you? Hey, Julia. How are you? Okay. Did y'all hear that? I have 3 cards for you. I'm just trying to see if anything else is going to come out. Yes, Yo-Yo, I'll add you. Okay. You're on there. Oh, wait. It was Annette and then Yo-Yo. Okay. I'm sorry. I just saw that. Trying to be fair, y'all. Okay, I'm going to give it a couple more shuffle, Sherry. Okay. Okay. So Sherry, like I said, I have 4 cards. Well, I have 4 cards now that have came out for you. My day was good, Julia. I got lots of rest. Even though, because we work from home now. And my energy just was low. I think what it is I do keto. I do keto, kind of, sort of, not completely, but kind of, sort of. And I think I just was drained because like lack of carbs and whatnot. Okay. So Sherry, okay, Colette, I see it. Okay. We have not emotional, I'm looking at something else. Temptation, suffering and silence, emotional loss, fulfillment of wishes. And this card came out, but I'm not sure if it applies. I think it's just my hand fumbled. So I do readings without the cards. See, I just started this. I told you guys in the last video that I was practicing. Like, I've only done myself. Maybe if I get more into it and more in tune with energies and stuff like that, then I could probably do it without the cards. But I do, there have been occasions where I've been led to tell people things, and then the things that I tell them like are true. So I mean that I've had those instances, but as far as me just somebody coming to me and asking for a reading and I do that, like I haven't done that before, but I have been led to tell people things, and then the things I tell them do come true. Like that's the closest I can think of to that. But as far as these cards go, and you said for love life. So if you remember in the last video how I was saying how 5 cards, usually when they come out like in 5s, temptation for you would be like your far past. The last card that came out was emotional withdrawal. That's the one I said that my hand kind of fumbled, so I don't know if that was really meant for you, but we'll see as I go on. So you have temptation. So if we're reading it in that way, temptation was your far past, and then suffering in silence was like a recent past. Emotional loss would be your now. And then fulfillment of wishes would be your immediate future. And emotional withdrawal would be like your distant future. Julia. Hey, Julia. Yeah, I can add you on there. So with this, I don't like if I'm talking about it from a current standpoint, it just seems like maybe you'll meet somebody or maybe you have somebody in your life that they're very tempting. You have like a lot of maybe lust between you guys, or maybe they're lusting after you, or vice versa. And I don't know if you guys are actually talking. So if it's knowledgeable that maybe you're lusting after this person or they're lusting after you, but somebody is doing that in silence. I don't know if it's you kind of crushing on somebody or somebody crushing on you. But that person, whoever it is doing it in secret because they're suffering from some kind of pain. Like maybe they had a recent heartbreak. I don't know if it was you or the other person. They had like a heartache or something like that, or something happened. It doesn't have to be relationship wise. Maybe something's going on in their life, and because we have the coronavirus stuff, so maybe it's like financial situations, and it's like causing them to become numb, so they're not able to show affection like how they usually would. But this fulfillment of wishes shows that at some point it's going to get better, and like good things are going to begin to happen. And as I was saying, this card came out. Yes, I'm still on Sherry. This card came out, which is emotional withdrawal. So I guess somewhere down the line, that pain comes back again. So you have a boyfriend. So is there something that you guys aren't telling each other? Like, was it an argument or something? Because this seems like some type of something happened, or it is going to. I'm not sure. Because these are like the suffering in silence and the emotional loss. It seems like some type of argument or something takes place, and it causes like a feeling of numbness. Then at some point it gets settled. Oh, okay. So maybe he's just wanting to see you, but I mean, not trying to force it upon you because of all the virus stuff that's going on. Whatever is happening within these cards, it just seems like at some point, like somebody's feelings are like hurt, like they feel lost. And then it gets better, and then something else happens. So I don't know if it's him like dreading that he can't be around you right now, or if it's you or something. Something here happens. Because I mean, you said stay away from the like because of the virus. So this is, to me, like this is like lust, temptation, like desires. So you guys probably desire to be with each other. Oh wow. Wow. So that could be the suffering and the emotional loss. That's a lot on a person. That is a lot on a person. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah. So it's like a desire to be with one another, but you can't because of this whole situation. So it's like you're suffering. Like it's like these are emotional cards. And then of course the virus situation is going to like, you know, die down. So I feel like this is probably where the fulfillment of wishes come from. It's like when all of this, because like I said, this is like future, if we're going to do it like that. So that's like future. So eventually you guys are going to be able to get together. But this card kind of makes it seem like something else may happen after that. Yeah. But that's well, I mean, like media makes you feel like of course a lot of people are dying from this virus, but it makes you feel like it's a death sentence. Is not. Is he faithful? Let me see. And I can see why you would ask that question, because I mean, for you to get fulfillment of wishes, like it meaning that things are going to work out, and then after that something else happens which causes emotional withdrawal. I would be wondering that too. So Spirit, can you please clarify the emotional withdrawal, please? You better be faithful during the coronavirus. We're not trying to infect other people. Well, these just came out. So transformation, obstacles and challenges, and then memories of love just came out. Honestly, that sounds like a breakup. Because it says emotional withdrawal, and then you're going through a stage of transformation and obstacles. That's how I see that. Because like I said, it's like everything went back to going right, and then something happened that caused emotional withdrawal. Then of course, you know, whenever something bad happens, eventually it comes to an end, and we get to a stage of transformation where we're becoming a better us, or trying to at least. So that may be challenging for you, and then you start to think about him again, like, which is memories of love. Now, like I said, I am practicing. This is fairly new to this, so don't break up with him because I said that the card said. I'm just reading the energies. No, don't do that. Don't do it because I said. Don't, because I'm just reading energies. That does not mean I don't want you guys to make those type of decisions just because I gave you guys a reading, because you guys know your actual relationship. Okay. So if you have it within your heart and you feel like that's the right thing to do, you do it. Don't do it because I said anything. Okay. But does that answer your question, Sherry? No problem. And so I'm pretty sure Colette was next. Yeah, it was Colette. All right. And I'm going to add Mila to the... Okay. I'm going in order, Yo-Yo. Okay, girl. I see you, Sherry. Okay, Colette, let me get these cards back and I'll shuffle through them. The list I have, it was Sherry, Colette, then we have Annette, Yo-Yo, and then you, Julia, and then somebody named Mila. So we are not quite on you yet. Okay. So, Colette, if you're ready, you could ask a question, but I just need you to channel whatever energies, like think about what you want to know. Think about the question that you have in your heart or what you want to ask. Hey, Kiani. And Colette, that is your real name, right? I'm not asking, so it's using somebody else's name. Okay, I'll add you to the list, Kiani. So I'm just taking it as that's your real name, Colette, because I don't see your response. Okay. Because, people just use usernames, so I got to make sure. Because I don't know if Spirit going to know your username if it's not your real name. I don't know. And y'all, it's kind of hard for me to scroll up on here. So if you did have a question, if you wanted, like you could repeat that question. Okay. Okay, girl. Woo. I don't know what's going on tonight, y'all. Ooh. Okay, I have 4 out for you already. I'm just trying to see if another one wants to come out. You guys, give me a second too. I'll add more to the what's that? Empress Daily. Okay. My sister is so silly. Okay. I'm gonna add you on there, Daisy. Okay, so Colette, what we have for you that came out, deception and envy. That's why I made that face over. Wait, what? You have harmony, conflict, and defeat. Then you have the universe card. Then you have discontent and boredom. Now, this crush that you have from this card, like when for this to be the first card that comes out in this deception and deceit, it low-key makes me feel like maybe this person is dealing with somebody right now, and maybe they're not telling you about it, or maybe you're unaware, or maybe you do know, but they're not telling you everything. But it seems like you guys come to like some type of peace and, you know, sort things out. But I mean, mentally you start battling with things because it says conflict and defeat. So maybe an argument or something takes place after that, even though you guys are going through this little time of harmony. But then you have the universe card, which means everything. And that could be why he's mysterious. And then you have, after that, you have the discontent and boredom. So if this is a love reading, what this makes me feel like, as far as when the universe card comes out, is like you're like everything's happening for you, everything is going well and whatnot. But it just seems like, I guess since everything is going so well, you come to a point where you're kind of bored with it all eventually. Now, I don't know if it's with the same person. I did ask pertaining to this person. So maybe what it's telling you is that maybe he is talking to somebody else and not letting you know about it. But at some point, you're going to probably go through something where he's like, I want you to be mine. Like he probably is going to say like, oh, I like you too. Or maybe just share his feelings towards you and everything's going to be all good and whatnot. And then maybe you might find out who this girl is. Or she might reach out to you or something. I don't know. But eventually some type of peace is made and everything's going all smoothly and whatnot. And then maybe he turns out to be somebody that you're like, I had a crush on this man. I'm bored. Like he's boring. Yeah. I don't think he's potentially like uninterested. I just feel like he might have something going on. Because this was literally the first card that came out for you, and it didn't take a long time for this to come out at all. This basically just jumped out, was this, deception and envy. But at the same time, deception and envy, that's like somebody being jealous or something like that. So it, like I said, it could be that he is talking to somebody else. So he's deceiving you. But if this other person knew about you, then of course they would feel envy towards you. So maybe he does like you more than he likes the other person. But he doesn't want to tell you that because he's dealing with this other person. But at some point, it is going to get good because you have a harmony card in here as well as a universe card. Those are both two positive cards. But girl, you're going to get bored. You're going to get bored. I feel like you're going to get what you want, which is this person that you're crushing on, because that's what it kind of sounds like as a crush. And then you're just going to get bored. Because maybe it's not going to be what you expected it to be. I can clarify though. Were you possibly thinking of that person when you were trying to channel your energy to me? Because these are just energies. Because you could have been asking a question about the other person, but maybe the person that you just mentioned was on your mind, kind of, sorta. I said sorta. So, okay. Soul ties are very real. They're very strong and hard to break. So, yeah, this could have very well channeled that. Because if that's the case, then he might be upset if you're trying to move on. I'm trying to get a clarifying card, but nothing's coming out. Spirit can't clarify. I mean, definitely. That's kind of what soul ties do in a way. If a person is not truly meant for you, but you guys are latched because of the soul tie, it makes it harder for your soulmate to come to you because of that soul tie. The soul tie kind of blocks things. That is up to you, sweetheart. You know how this person makes you feel. You know the things you guys have been through. You know if we all know if we want to be with a person or not. It's just easier as a thought rather than saying it out loud sometimes, or maybe vice versa. It's like, I'm not going to tell you to cut somebody out cold turkey, and then Shannon told me that I need to cut you off, and they come on my YouTube harassing me. I'm just saying, but that's up to you. I feel like you know what you need to do. If you feel like it's a blockage, you feeling like that person is a blockage for you, then that kind of tells me that you feel like that would be the best option. But the thing about it, that's a soul tie, so maybe he won't even allow that to be an option. So you have to determine if that's something that you really, really want and that you're able to do. So a clarifying card is not coming out. Shadow. You got a shadow card that came out. So that could very well mean that somebody's in the shadow. Now, when I do, my booklet does have a positive explanation for the shadow card, but I don't think you were in my last reading. Sometimes it's energies that come from these cards, and they tell you, tells you different things than what that book says. Yeah. Because I feel like maybe that is the only way for us. So I haven't mastered that. I cannot give you advice on that, girl. As far as how to actually cut it off. Like, you could pray about it. But definitely that's what happens. Soul ties block you from actually finding a soulmate. That's one of the things that they do. Okay, so there's not a clarifying card coming out. So, like I said, and then it could be the fact that spirit might know. Okay, so this came out for you. Okay. Yeah, these other cards just came out for you, and it's basically well, I'm not sure about this material harvest because it just fell out too. But stand your ground, new beginnings, and you have partnerships and alliances. So it does seem like maybe that person who you're talking about, that little soul tie, maybe it'll like that he'll come back at some point. But you just, like how you said, you feel like you might need to cut that person off. Hey, Ariel, I hope you got an update for me because I did not forget. But so we have stand your ground, you have new beginnings, and you have partnerships and alliances. So